Sports stat students, you by now have been assigned your NBA season, on which you are going to calculate the height of the NBA players. Okay. Now, what you'll notice is all of these NBA players are their heights are in their feet and then inches, which is a problem. If we type that into Excel, that will give us a date. So in Excel, like if you don't have to do this, but if I just type 6-6, it thinks that is June 6th, and that's how it types it in. And so that's going to be an obstacle, definitely for part one. This is definitely almost like an Excel lab for you guys to work through step by step with me to get your data exported. Okay, so that's what we're going to learn right now is how did I go from my original all of these, and I was able to actually split them into the feet and then the inches, and then I was able to do the total inches right here through a formula. So we're going to talk about all of that. What I would recommend everybody do is go to your sports stats folder. So you just go to your documents, go to your sports stats, and I would recommend that you make a new Excel workbook to get things started. And then you can just name this in there. You can name it NBA. Put your year. So for me, it was 22, 23. Or sorry, no, that's not me. 23, 24. And we're just going to call it heights. That's what we'll do. And I want you guys to notice this. Let's start on this website, which is linked here on your Word document. It only shows a part of the population, and that's really because we're only showing one page at a time with not all of the rows. And so what we want to do is we want to show all of them. Okay, so we click all, and then what we're going to do is we can actually we can click and drag. By the way, if you don't want to hold it down to where it goes all the way down like this, you can release and scroll down and go all the way down to the bottom. We can hold shift after we move over and click, and it highlights everything for us. Okay. So if you need to go back through and get all this, you want to pause my video to make sure you've got these highlighted, you can do that and then come back. Okay. If you want to watch what's going to happen next, if I right click, so use two fingers on your little laptops to right click and click copy. And if I go to my blank spreadsheet here and paste, if I just click paste, you'll notice that, okay, so for some reason that didn't work here. That was an old one. Let's try again. So I copy and we go in here and we paste. It's loading. Let's see what this gives us, because this normally would work, but you'll notice, look here, it turned it to dates. Also, the formatting's weird. If we undo that, we've seen this. So if we go in here and we do a paste special and just values only, Control-Shift-V, this will make it look a little bit better, but still the problem remains. We don't want these values here. Okay. Now, something we could try to do is change it to a number, but it does something super strange to the numbers as well. So we have a pretty convoluted way that we're going to do this. Again, this is definitely a big part of this assignment. You will be turning in an Excel spreadsheet for this part, and it's getting a major grade. So a lot of technology involved with this. I apologize if this seems kind of unnecessary, but it's an issue with Excel. Actually, I just double checked. So this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. There's still a couple complications we have to talk about, but I Googled one more time just to make sure that we didn't have to do it my other convoluted way. Let's go ahead and do this. So first off, make sure that you are if you're in the single ribbon on here, you change that to the classic ribbon. And then what we want to do is we want to click this little settings format thing for the number here. And we're going to change, we're actually going to highlight everything. At the top left, you have this little corner. You click that just to make sure it's all selected. And we're going to change this formatting, and we're going to go in here and we're going to click text. Okay. And now all of this is formatted to just keep the text that we've copied from the blue over here into this. So I'm going to right click so you guys can use 2 fingers. We're going to paste special and just values only, and check it out. So now we have all these right here. Okay. Now we do want the heights to be in inches. Okay, total inches only. Obviously 6'6" is what this is, 6'4", and we've got a lot. So we'll get rid of this. We've got a lot of data in here. I think that this has gone up since, yeah, there's on, he's 568. So we've got even more people in the population than my original data set here. I guess they've picked up some players from D-League or something like that. But let's talk about the next step. How can we just get these heights to be in inches only? So we're gonna talk about how that's gonna work. Okay. So the first thing I want everybody to do is I want you to add a column next to this. So we talked, there's a couple ways you can hit Control-Shift+, and that adds one for you. And so we want that here, and let me show you why we want that. What we're going to do is we're going to highlight this section here, and we're going to click on data. So we're in the data area, and we're going to go to this data tools. Now your ribbon might look a little different. It might be more spread out than mine, but the one that we're looking for is this split text to columns option. And what that's going to do is going to separate the or like the height, the feet and the inches from one another. So we're going to click that. Now yours might be saying, it might just have the tab here. What we want to do is we want to separate the 6 and the 6, and what's separating these are these dashes. So that's how we know it's 6 feet 6 inches. So inside of this custom value, we're going to put I guess it's a dash, a minus sign, and it gives us a preview of what it's going to do. It's going to separate them. So we hit apply, and look at that. Now we have our feet. So we're going to put that, we're going to rename column D as feet, and we're going to call this inches. Okay. So we've got that. Now we want to make another column to put the total feet and inches in there. So we're going to hit Control-Shift+ again to add that. So we're going to say total inches. That's what we're putting here. Okay. And this is what you're going to want to finalize, and you'll be uploading into Teams. Okay. That's what you're going to upload into Teams. So what we want is the total inches. Well, we know that we can put formulas in here to help fill this in. So for instance, this is going to be equal to the feet. So I click the feet here times 12 plus the 6. And I think so this has an error here. I think I know why it happened. So we're going to have to go to another step. Okay, so what we need to do right now, the issue is that all of these are still under this text style. So we're going to actually highlight all of this and change it to a number. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to actually allow us to do the formulas that we're used to doing. Okay, so we're going to take the feet and we're going to multiply that by 12 because there's 12 inches in a foot, and then we're going to add the inches here. And there we go. So this is 78. We don't need it to have the decimals. And then, of course, I think all of us know at this point how to do the double click. Oops, I went the wrong way. So just double click on the black dot, and it fills in all of this for us. And we have everyone's height in inches filled in all the way down. And now we know exactly what to do. We can copy and paste that into Stapplet to help finish part 2. That's what part 2 is going to need.